And Kerry McKee from CORE is here to talk about the upcoming CORE fundraiser golf tournament at Thousand Hills. That is May 13th, is it right?
Yeah, May 13th. Thanks for having me, guys.
Yes, boy. How are
Good
you?
to see you. I'm good. Life's good. It's Good Friday, so it's all good.
It is Good Friday. So you got any big plans for Easter? What do you guys do for Easter? What's sort of your family traditions?
Well, I don't know that we have any real traditions. I'm going to get up and I'm going to spend some time in prayer and really just taking in the significance of that day. There's a lot to it, and its meaning to each of us may have a unique meaning, but I know what it means for me, and that's critical in my life. Now, with that said, I have a feeling there may be some Easter eggs hidden, and the grandkid, my nephew, great nephew, and so out running around looking for eggs and doing all that stuff over at my father-in-law's house. So now there's a chance for rain, so there may be nothing.
Yeah,
right.
Correct.
Well,
Right.
You just got to move it inside. You just got to talk to the Easter Bunny and be like, "Yo, EB,
That's right.
let's move it inside. Let's hide these eggs inside."
And then we were just talking moments ago about these Easter baskets and the waste that the filler grass is. What a waste.
Yeah.
What a shame when you could fill that thing with candy and candy alone.
100%. We were talking earlier, the Easter Bunny always hooks me up with all of the Reese's products. So I get eggs and cups and pieces and big cups and Nutrageouses and fast breaks and all of the. So, we don't need no grass. We don't need no grass in the basket.
It's a waste.
It is. It totally is.
It takes up space from the candy. You're robbing the children.
That's
quite
right.
Frankly,
That's exactly
All
right. Are you a solid Easter Bunny guy or a hollow Easter Bunny guy?
I would prefer a solid. It seems like that is a more quality chocolate
And
product.
It's the same.
Right?
It's the same as the grass, right? If you got that hollowness in there, you're just
Right.
wasting space.
Unless now sometimes like a really good hollow chocolate, if the chocolate is really good, it beats like trash chocolate. That's because some of the smaller eggs.
I've never
or the
had
smaller
really good
bunnies.
hollow chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, sounds
Challenge
like
accepted.
a gauntlet has been thrown
Yeah,
down.
yeah,
So I tell you what, after everything goes on sale next week, we'll see what we got. So Kerry McKee from CORE is here. Kerry, let's talk about the upcoming fundraiser, man. We've been a part of this every year for the past several years. We played a couple of times. We went out and done some social media. We've always had a great time. One of the coolest things with us going out every year is the fact that we have seen it with our own eyes grow by leaps and bounds.
It continues to grow. Last year we split it up. We have a morning flight and an afternoon flight, 36 teams, out there, and some cool stuff. I think when you pulled up last year, you saw pink Jeeps out there, and, they were a huge supporter. They're a supporter again this year. And, another big supporter for us was Pinnaker Chevrolet, who is our big supporter again, one of our big supporters. They will have a nice four-door Chevy pickup truck out there for that individual that hits a hole-in-one. So we're looking forward to giving away a brand new Chevy truck up to $75,000 in value. Nice
son.
pickup. Is it going to be you, Clark?
No, it will not be me. As a matter of fact, the closest I ever got to a hole-in-one, kind of funny, it was at Thousand Hills,
All right.
right? And, dude, I hit the perfect shot. It was par 3. Hit the perfect shot 2 feet from the hole, son. I threw my hat up in the air. I waved to the imaginary crowd, and then I 3-putted for bogey. So, that's how old JC plays golf right there, Kerry.
Yeah, I'd have quit.
I
How
have.
frustrating.
Dude, I have several times, and people keep telling me, you got to come play in this tournament. We need more than likely we need a fifth man or a fourth man. That's really what it
Filler.
Hey, you can
it is.
at ours, you can buy mulligans.
Yeah, I know.
How about that? We'll get a redo.
We'll
right?
get Fancher on that. He's got, we don't all have Fancher money, son.
$25 mulligans. You can buy 4 of them. That's just added support for the organization. So you better buy them.
Speaking of support for the organization, that's why you guys do this.
That's right.
A golf tournament, so many people love golf. This is one of the premier golfing destinations in the world. All the courses, Thousand Hills, been here as long as I can remember. It is right in the middle of town. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to worry about getting lost. And the cool thing about Thousand Hills is there are parts of the course where you don't even realize how centrally located you are.
That's right.
It feels like you're like in the woods.
You do. And then you come out on the golf trail and you realize you're on Green Mountain Boulevard.
That's right.
Like, wow. We have amazing support. It continues to grow. You're coming to one of the premier golf destinations in the world, to the premier charity golf tournament
That's right, son.
in our region. And so we're awesome, as a tournament. It's put on really well by the staff. And we've got some amazing prizes. Heck, we even give out up to about $3,000 in cash prizes to the winners, with all kinds of various other prizes and golf balls with logos. And it's a tournament that you want to be a part of. It's $500 for a team of 4. We have some slots open. Give us a call. You can reach Tammy McKinney at 1-888-CORE-USA, 1-888-CORE-USA. You can even go online to our website, core-usa.org, core-usa.org. Get registered online and check it out. And then we follow that up now because it's so big, we had to split the day.
So not only are there 2 flights now, because when it first started, there's just the 1 flight, right? Now there are 2 flights. There's a morning and an afternoon flight. So many people participated over the last couple of years. It got so big that they had to take the dinner, the silent auction dinner that always took place after the golf tournament, and move it to a separate day. It's got to be a relief, but at the same time, you're adding another event to plan a couple days later.
And I'm crazy enough that I'm looking for another event.
Of course,
let's make it a charity week, right?
Love it.
Fundraiser week.
Maybe a dessert auction another day.
Dessert auction, yeah. We do that at the auction.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right,
brownies
Those
sell
pie-
for
and those-
$200.
And those pies go for
Dude, those pies.
Yeah.
Those pies, $100 pies. It's amazing.
It really is. And that just goes to show how many people go out of their way to help CORE.
Yeah, they understand the mission, not necessarily the mission of CORE, but the mission of the evening, and that's to support the mission of CORE. And they get behind that mission, and it's mission accomplished each and every year, and it only gets better. Got some really cool items. I was just telling Josh Grisham, we have a Colt King Cobra 357 Target Edition revolver that will be there, brand new. We have a range bag that'll be with that, eyes and ear protection. But one of the coolest things, we've got all kinds of nice stuff, as we do every year. In fact, we have to kind of sort through it and make sure that we can get it all in the time, right?
Yeah.
But this year, there will be, about midway through the evening, I am going to unveil a new opportunity that we've never had before at a CORE auction. And I won't go into details on it, but if you're familiar with Nighthawk Custom, one of the greatest manufacturers of handguns in the world, it will have everything to do with Nighthawk.
Oh, wow.
That's my kind of tease right there. Kerry McKee from CORE. May 13th is the golf tournament. 2 days later, May 15th. That's a Tuesday and a Thursday. What's on the menu, Kerry?
We like to do barbecue pork, some pulled pork, some pit beans and slaw or potato salad. We do have chicken if you prefer not to eat the pork. But man, it's good. It is
really
filling.
is.
There's a lot of it. Tickets are $25 at entry. That buys your meal ticket and your time to hang out. Again, all those proceeds, 100% of the proceeds go to CORE and help support our mission. So it's a fun time. Quick shout out to Dwayne and Kay Gherkin. They're our auctioneers for the evening. They do an amazing job of milking you for every penny.
I tell you what, they can make you feel bad. Oh, come on now. Y'all ain't got another $20. Come on now.
Yep, they will. They'll get you. And I think last year they might have sold something to my wife, unbeknownst to her, but she took it because she believed them, because they're just good people.
They really are.
They are.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say that food. Listen, y'all know Josh and I, both high-calorie individuals. Those plates are heavy.
They are heavy.
You hook people up. That food is. I don't think I've finished a whole plate.
No. Anytime we've been out
And
there,
I eat a lot.
have not finished a plate. And another really cool part about it is, even if you don't know about the mission from CORE beforehand, right, you're going to find out, regardless of whether you just do the golf tournament or whether you do the dinner or whether you do both of them, right? But no matter which one you decide to do, you will actually meet some of the people that have benefited from going through the CORE program.
Yeah, you're going to meet them at the golf tournament. You're going to meet them at the auction itself. Feel free to ask them their story. They're happy to share the transformation that they have seen in their lives from, being daily habitual users or drinkers to finding a life free of the substances, and they're happy about it and they want to share that story. And that's what CORE exists for. That's what we're here to do, is help people find a new way of life.
And you don't know, out there who they've
Yeah.
So John Fancher upstairs, right? When I first met John, just talking to him, I was like, I never knew his story. Finally, one day him and I went to lunch and he told me his story of how CORE helped him. And that's why he is such a big supporter of CORE. And one of the reasons why we are, because I guarantee you, somebody CORE has helped.
100%. 100. And that's the thing about it. You never know until you know. Like their old saying, we don't know. You don't know what you don't know, right?
don't.
Until you know. And once you get out and once you meet these people and once you talk to these people and see how far they've come, right? That's why, like, the golf tournament, it is awesome. It is fantastic. The dinner, you get to actually go to the core campus. You actually get to see where the money you're raising is going. You actually get to see these people in their element, see you in your element, walking all around, glad handing, pressing the flesh, fellowship and loving on everybody. It's awesome. It really is cool just to be a fly on the wall and kind of hang out and see the way everything goes, Kerry.
It is, man. I appreciate that. It's a fun time. I want to invite everybody to join us, get behind the mission. There's still sponsorship opportunities available. There's still golf teams available. If you get in on a golf team and you have a business or know someone who does, it's going to be on your team. There's sponsorship opportunities there. Another thing, while we're talking about the golf tournament, Embers Cigar Lounge. Are you familiar with that?
Oh, yes.
All right.
Yes.
And my friend Brad Gore of Thorpe Creek Private Shooting Range, there will be
Thorpe Creek, pretty awesome.
It is awesome. I love being out there. It's kind of my happy place, you know. And I tell you what, Brad and Ember Cigar Lounge, Mr. Kevin, they will be out there with a golf cart selling cigars with concierge service, cutting and lighting your cigars for you on the golf course. So stay tuned for that. I think it's $20 a cigar, and they're giving a huge chunk of the proceeds back to CORE. So when you light up that cigar, just know that you're contributing in a huge way to CORE.
Look, there's nothing cooler than sitting back in a golf cart and puffing on a stogie. So
On the golf course,
it's
how cool.
And you know what? Look, man, we were really blessed last year with excellent weather. Like, we really did have some good weather. So hopefully it'll be more of the same this year. We can hold off on the heatness of it. A couple years ago, it was kind of hot. And again, being a large individual.
High calorie, I heard.
That's right, sir. I don't want to work well. So before we wrap this up, Kerry McKee from CORE is here May 13th, the golf tournament, May 15th, the dinner and auction fundraiser. This is your fundraiser.
It is.
This is how you guys make the money that is going to help you continue your mission for the next year. What is one thing that you're really looking forward to using this money for, Kerry?
You know, the summertime for us is kind of a downtime, I'll tell you. So you're looking to recoup income where expenses remain. And so this is funds that carries us through that difficult time. So nothing specific other than operating cost and going back into the general budget so that we can continue the status quo of being able to help people with the same vigor that we would normally do.
I like it. That's a great answer. Is it 1-888 CORE USA?
Yep.
Right.
And just so you know, it's Corey McKee from CARE.
God, I'm going to kill him. Josh Grisham, we got in the car this morning. Josh is like, you got old Corey McCare from Key coming in? And I'm like, shut up, Josh. Shut up, man. You're going to. And that's why I made sure, if you'll notice and go back and listen to the interview, every time I say his name, I pause right before I say, Kerry, tell us about this.
As Josh was telling this story earlier on air, he about slipped up and did it himself.
See, and that's just it. The more you laugh and joke and make fun, the more you're going to be the one that gets that mud on your face.
That's
Brother,
it.
we love you.
Thank you.
We
Love
appreciate you. We appreciate your program. We appreciate what you do. And we appreciate the fact that we get to be a part of this.
I love it. And I'm glad you guys are, Ozarks.com, being our presenting sponsor. You guys rock and makes it a heck of an event. It's better than it has ever been. It continues to be so.
Amen.
Thank you
for
all.
that, sir.
And thank you to this community for making it what it is.
Dude, 100%.
Awesome.
Couldn't do it without our friends here.
And they just
in the
continue to
community.
get behind it. So thank you all.
That's right. CORE-USA.org. Yeah, that's
Good
right,
job.
baby. That's right.
That's right.